Bohr's model of atom did not explain the dual nature of electrons. In 1924, de Broglie explained the dual nature of electrons. He introduced in 1924 a new concept, that is matter wave. According to this, any matter has both the characteristics, that is particle nature as well as wave nature, and this is called dual nature of particles. If we compare the orbit of Bohr's and de Broglie's, according to Bohr's, electrons revolve in different circular path, and according to de Broglie's, electrons cannot revolve in different track. It can revolve in zigzag track. This is because electron possesses both the nature, wave nature as well as particle nature. Now there is derivation of de Broglie's equation. De Broglie derived the equation to show the dual nature of electrons with the help of two important equations, that is Planck's equation and Einstein equation. As we have Planck's equation is equal to h nu and Einstein equation is equal to mc square. These two equations help to derive de Broglie's equation. Let us derive. Now, if we compare the equation E is equal to h nu and E is equal to mc square, then we are getting the formula lambda is equal to h upon mc. E is equal to h nu, nu can be replaced by c upon lambda, so you can get the value of wavelength is equal to h upon mc. So this equation here, c is the speed of light. If we consider that electron is particle nature, then it can never get the speed that is equal to speed of light. So c is not suitable for velocity of particles. In place of c, it is replaced. In place of c, we can write here v, that is velocity of the particles. So now equation will be lambda is equal to h upon mv. Here this is the de Broglie's equation. Lambda is equal to h upon mv is de Broglie's equation, and again mv, that is mass into velocity, it is momentum of electrons. So new equation would be lambda is equal to h upon p. Now we have de Broglie's equation lambda is equal to h upon mv, where again it can be written as lambda is equal to 1 h upon p, where p is the momentum that relate to particle nature and lambda is wavelength that relate to wave nature. If further we can write this equation, h is Planck constant, so it can be written as lambda is proportional to 1 by p, or lambda is inversely proportional to momentum. This shows that wave nature is inversely proportional to the particle nature. It means the wave nature is maximum, then particle nature will be minimum, and so on. So again, what are the evidence of particle nature of electrons? So electrons have definite mass, definite energy, charge. All these shows the particle nature of electron. Again, when electron is bombarded, a stream of electron is bombarded over the screen, which is coated with zinc sulfide, then each electrons make a spot onto the screen. This also shows the particle nature of electron. Further, these are the two important concepts, black body radiation and photoelectric effect, also explain the particle nature of electrons. Davison and Jernberg also has done experiment to support wave nature of electrons in his diffraction experiment, in which electron is emitted from red hot platinum is strike on nickel crystal, a concentric circle of diffraction is shown. This shows the wave nature of electrons. In this way, the two characteristic, particle nature and wave nature, is proved by different parameters. Now, from de Broglie's equation also we can verify it, or we can correlate with Bohr's model of equation. Bohr's model has given equation MVR is equal to NH upon 2 pi, and de Broglie's is given lambda is equal to H upon MV. Now let us derive Bohr's equation from de Broglie's. You know, there is circumference C is equal to 2 pi r, and now according to de Broglie's, electrons revolve in zigzag tracks. That is, if n is the number of oscillation in complete revolution and lambda is the wavelength, therefore the one revolution C is equal to circumference is equal to n lambda. So two equations for circumference are there. From C is equal to 2 pi r, general equation, and from de Broglie C is equal to n lambda. If we relate this equation, we are getting the value lambda is equal to 2 pi r upon n, but we know lambda is equal to h upon mv from de Broglie's equation, and if we compare these two equations, so we are getting MVR is equal to NH upon 2 pi. This is Bohr's equation. In this way, we can derive Bohr's equation also from the de Broglie's equation. I think, okay, dear students, you like my videos and subscribe it. And if it is possible, you also share it this video. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day for you all.